with a group of bipartisan senators on the Finance Committee to discuss his tax reform plan that most Democrats oppose right now in public. What can we expect? Well, Ohio Democrat Senator Sherrod Brown is one of the people the president's meeting with today. Joins us from the Russell Rotunda. Good morning to you, Senator.
Steve, thanks. Good to be with you.
I have read a couple of the bills that you actually support, and it sounds like you and Donald Trump are on the same page.
Well, I read his Forbes interview just, I think, last week, and part of his speech last night. I listened to what his daughter says about, and I listened, the president wants to do two things. He wants to give significant tax relief to working families, and he wants to make sure that corporations are patriotic, that corporations actually pay decent wages and keep their jobs in this country. And by Patriot Corporation Act, the president talked about a carrot and a stick to keep companies paying good wages and producing this country. They should get a lower tax rate. That's what our Patriot Corporation Act does. The other part of this is the working families tax credit, the child tax credit, the earned income tax credit. Ivanka, the president's daughter, has spoken favorably about doing those things. And I'm going to go to the president today and speak about those two issues. I think they're right down the middle of what he wants to do, and we do that. We have real bipartisan tax reform, and that's what the country wants.
Well, that's great to hear, because we hear that y'all up on Capitol Hill are all dug in. Everybody's got a corner, and nobody's willing to meet in the middle. But you're telling us that if, for instance, components of the two things you're interested in are in the president and ultimately the Senate's tax reform plan, you're a yes vote?
Well, I want to see it. I mean, I don't know what's going to exactly be in it, but those are the two major things that would get, I think, a bunch of Democrats to vote yes. But if this is going to be sort of Mitch McConnell writing this bill in the back room and trying to jam it through with 50 votes, that's not how we should legislate. That's not what the country wants. That's not what Fox viewers or MSNBC viewers want. They want us to do this right, not in the back rooms, but in the light of day. Focus on, you grow the economy from the middle class out. If the middle class does well, then businesses do well, and we make things in this country, and working families get tax breaks. And that's what the president said in his campaign. That's what he said at Forbes last week. That was part of what he said last night in his Heritage speech that I watched. And I want to find a way to do it right with 60 votes bipartisanly. And I have, as you know, Steve, I have a history of working with or against presidents of both parties on trade and other issues, and I want to do this right for Ohio and for my country.
All right. I'm sure when the president sees you later today, he'll go, "No, I saw you on TV this morning."
I hope he's watching
And
today.
You know what? I hear you might be a yes. All right. Sherrod Brown from the great state of Ohio.
Thanks, Steve.
Sir, thank you very much for joining us. All right. There you go. All right. Coming